Welcome to Inner Harmony.
Hello, you beautiful souls. I am Renisha Mark. I am an empowerment coach, and I created this video to share with you a little bit more about myself, my company, and my journey. I founded my own business, Inner Harmony, out of a desire to help individuals work on their mindsets, work towards achieving their goals, and really work on creating that life that they've always envisioned living. I also wanted to share with you this poem that I wrote a long time ago, and it's about where I started and the mindset that I had before I began on this journey and created Inner Harmony. My hope by sharing this poem with you is that you'll get to see inside my mind and the mentality that I came from of feeling stuck and limited in what I could do and achieve versus where I am now and the mindset I have of growth and empowerment. The title of the poem is called This Little Girl, and I hope you can relate to it and enjoy it. There was a time when rolling down hills was more than a distant memory, the scent of the freshly mowed grass clinging to the soft skin of a child, blade clippings stuck in her hair. Before she turned to scratch cards and lottery winnings, this little girl believed her luck depended on 4-leaf clovers. Sitting in fields hours on end, plucking, counting, 1, 2, 3, must keep searching. She gets weary of looking, a new idea formed, taking one from another and wrapping it around the 3, all of a sudden, a clover with 4 leaves. The sound of laughter follows behind her as she bounds off to share her new find. She doesn't realize she just made her own luck, something she would soon forget to do whenever she got stuck. There was a time when all that was needed was imagination to pass the time away. She had numerous friends, all kinds of beings graced her world. From her mind, angels, fairies, unicorns, and dragons unfurled. This little girl went on plenty of adventures. She had magical powers and found bounds of treasures. A damsel in distress, a princess in waiting, a brave knight, a ninja warrior. What hadn't she been? The sneaky thief, the sinister villain, the cackling witch, the evil gremlins. She defeated them all unseen. Now faced with big questions, unsure of her calling, she forgets her options are limitless. She has no boundaries. There was a time when every scary thing that existed in this world could be taken away by a loving adult. Monsters only came out at night. They lived in closets and under beds, and when she saw them, a simple cry out brought her mom running to her. A hero! Her mom would fight them all off. Now, monsters reside in her head, taunting, tormenting, causing disarray. It takes more than a scream to scare them away. She soon learns there are lots of monsters in this world, not just in closets and under beds. They hide in the skin the same as hers. This little girl never knew that she might just be a monster too. There was a time when the only pain known was out of cuts and scrapes, when a simple kiss better would take the pain away, and a distracting tickle would turn the tears to laughter. This little girl believed heartache meant a boy yelling, "You stink," for everyone to hear. She believed relationships started and ended with slips of paper passed around. Do you like me? Circle. Yes or no. Will you go out with me? Check. Yes or no. Did we break up? Mark. Yes or no. Oh, how love was such a simple thing back then. Now she knows a broken heart causes a pain so deep and severe, it incapacitates, humiliates, disorientates, affects her psychological state. Finding the one isn't a simple yes or no. She learns that it's a quest, a journey of self-discovery first and finding another second. There was a time when life was simple. Laughter followed her everywhere. She believed she was a millionaire. Her biggest problem was taming her messy hair. She had endless time to go on many adventures. She had countless opportunities to seize the day. It was her dream to become a doctor and change the world. This little girl grew up. She lost her innocence, her virginity, and some of her morality. Now she holds on tight to her vulnerability, her dignity, and a bit of her sensibility. Oh, how things have changed and time has waned. Childlike wonder turned to an embarrassing blunder. A misguided adult trying to create her own destiny, clinging to the remnants of childhood dreams. She seeks success by any and all means. She's a millennial going through a quarter-life crisis, seeped in debt, consumed by societal expectations to achieve success. There was a time when all that was desired was to grow up and become an adult. And now this little girl only wishes to become a little girl again. Okay, so that is my poem. Thanks for listening. I really hope you can find some kind of connection to it. I wrote this poem at a time in my life when I was very low. I've been out of school a few years. I felt like I was just circling that drain over and over again. I would be jumping from one job to the next. I was trying to find the right fit, the right job that would match the degree I had tirelessly worked to achieve. And I found myself in all sorts of relationships that held me back and they held me down, and they were unproductive for both parties. And not just intimate relationships, but platonic ones as well. I found that I was all over the place and I was unsure of what to do with my life next. I remember explaining it one time, and I was saying that it felt like I was floating out at sea and I was just looking for something to hold on to because I was starting to get tired, and I knew that at any minute I would just sink to the bottom if I didn't find something to hold on to. At that point in my life, all I wanted was to be a child again, and that's where this poem came from. And after struggling like this for some time, there was divine intervention, and I decided to really start a different kind of journey and take a different mentality in my path. And I began to reread books like The Power of Now and Untethered Souls, and those books reminded me to open myself up. And this allowed me to open myself to connecting with not only myself, but my environment and the universe as a whole. And through this journey, I began to study and practice the law of attraction, and it allowed me to reconnect to my spiritual well-being. And that helped me tap into the power of my mind and the power of the universe. Through this, I was able to take back the control, and I started to live life to enjoy it, and I started to live my life on purpose. A big part of that, however, was letting go of the expectations that I had for my life as a child and learning to really live in the moment and embrace the journey that I was on, and also where I was being led to walk. At that point, after coming out of something like that, I felt like I had finally found shore, and I felt like I was on solid ground again. Now I'm at a place where I know I have the right tools and have developed the right foundation, the right mindset, and the right connection to myself that has strengthened me in a way that will carry me forward continually. Out of this place is where I had come from when I created Inner Harmony and decided to become an empowerment coach. I had realized how important it was for me to share this journey with other people who are experiencing the same things that I had gone through. I wanted to be that voice that will tell you, you've got this, you're gonna be okay, you're going to succeed, you're going to live your life with purpose, and you're going to live the life that you desire and want. It may not be what you envisioned when you were a child, but you will get that life that you deserve. Inner Harmony is about giving the tools to others so that they may reconnect with themselves, find their voices, and live that life. It's about going from inner chaos to inner harmony and finding a way to really enjoy the process.